Like she said, my name is Carrie-Anne, and I'm going to try to tell you just a bit of my story today, try to sum it all up. Can anybody who's around 9 years old put your hand up? There's quite a few of you here. What if I was to tell you that in 4 years you would raise over $90,000, $50,000 of which will build a medical clinic. You will go to the other side of the world and back, all in 4 years. You probably think I was crazy, but when I was 9 years old, I started a journey that I didn't expect would ever take me those kinds of places, but it did. I heard a presentation about AIDS and starvation affecting children in sub-Saharan Africa, and the biggest thing that impacted me was when they said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A child just died of AIDS or starvation. And I was like so freaked out. Don't know if you remember back to when you're 9, you're sort of in a bubble and you don't know much about world pandemics. So I was really shocked, and I went up to my mom and I'm like, I actually cried myself to sleep for nights going, Mom, what can I do? Like, why haven't I heard this before? And so then we sent away for some information, and we heard about the Village of Hope in Harare, Zimbabwe. And we got a list of all the, okay, let me start the time. A Village of Hope is a place where they build children's homes for children orphaned by AIDS. And they have a preschool, a school with over 300 kids. And just 2 years ago, it had 17. So it's growing like crazy. And they now have farms and many different things there. And so we got a list of projects that the Village of Hope was hoping to accomplish. And they ranged from $5,000 to $50,000. And I'm like, oh, Mom, let's go for the $50,000. Because when you're 9, you don't really have a concept of money. So then Mom's like, well, there's $5,000 there. I'm like, no, I want to go to $50,000 for $50,000. So there's an example of why you shouldn't let parents. You still need to listen to them, but. So the first year we started doing barbecues and yard sales, and we raised about $1,000, and I was really discouraged because at that rate it would take 50 years. So we started making bracelets, and in May 2006, and it like snowballed from there, and we raised so much money, and by February 10th, 2008, we've reached our $50,000 goal. And we reached that by holding a big event, and we actually, at the end of that night, had enough to build 2 playgrounds too. So, yeah, after the goal for the medical clinic was reached, we started planning for our trip to Africa. And last year, when I won the award, we were supposed to be going around then. But it was postponed because of all the political unrest in the country. Don't know if you've heard of it, but a lot of stuff going on. But we were able to go. We just got back. We left May 23rd and just got back April 5th. That was amazing. And it was so cool to be able to go and see what all the money and effort that we've had, that we put into what it has accomplished there. And on our team we had 2 nurses. So we were able to do a medical report to put on file of all the children, and they've never had that before. So that would really help when they have the medical clinic there. And we also had a lady, a hairdresser, who was able to give 200 kids haircuts in 2 weeks. So haircuts here, just like, oh yeah, you go down to the hairdresser, but there, an average person gets about $8 to $10 a month where we were, and a haircut's $3, so you can imagine how much that was meaning to them. And we're also able to help in classrooms and help with a feeding program, which feeds 200 kids, preschool children, and teaches them English. And the really fun thing that we got to do was we were able to throw a big birthday party for 200 kids that had never had a birthday party before. And we even got to rent a bouncy castle in Africa. Yeah, one of the big reasons for this trip to go was to break the ground for the medical clinic. And that was really cool because before it was like, oh yeah, I'm raising money for medical clinic. But when I was there in the ceremony, I realized that it's not just a building, it was a building that was going to help kids like Mona Lisa, Precious, Tatenda, Jeff, like all these different kids that we saw there that needed the attention and help that they weren't getting. And during the ceremony, they actually presented me with this bracelet. And you probably can't see it from where you are, but it's a bracelet that's made of precious Zimbabwe gems from Zimbabwe, made by a Zimbabwean. So it was pretty special, and they gave it as a thank you for all the bracelets that we made in Canada. And so with all that, this all started when a 9-year-old girl decided to dream big and didn't let anyone stop her. Who knows where all of you could be in 4 years? If I told some of you, you might be freaked out. But so when you have an opportunity, don't let it pass you by. You never know where it might lead to. Maybe the other side of the world, maybe to your next door neighbor. They both have equal value. You can change your world. All you need to do is remember, dream big. Thank you.